Admiral Sarah Chen stood at the observation deck of Lunar Command, her weathered face reflecting off the reinforced glass as she watched Earth's pale blue sphere below. 25 years of service hadn't prepared her for this moment. The holographic display before her showed the aftermath of the Craxan Empire's latest attack. Nova Colony reduced to floating debris, 30,000 civilians lost in minutes. Admiral, her AI assistant Aria's voice carried an unusual edge of concern. The Security Council is assembled and waiting. Chen straightened her uniform, squaring her shoulders. Put them through. The observation deck transformed into a virtual meeting space, filled with the grim faces of Earth's highest-ranking military and political leaders. President Torres spoke first, her holographic form flickering slightly. Admiral Chen, give us the situation. The Craxan Empire has destroyed 3 outer colonies in the past week. Nova Colony was just the beginning. Their technology far exceeds our current defensive capabilities. Their quantum-shielded warships simply. Chen paused, searching for the right words. Ignore our most powerful weapons. Like swatting flies, General Williams added bitterly. They're toying with us. Security footage from Nova Colony played in the center of the room. Massive crystalline ships of the Craxan Empire, each the size of a small city, methodically dismantled human defenses. Their weapons, streams of concentrated dark energy, cut through battleships like paper. The Craxan ambassador's message was clear. Chen continued. They view us as primitive beings unworthy of galactic society. They've given us an ultimatum. Surrender our colonies and accept their guidance, or face extinction. Dr. Maya Patel, head of Earth's Advanced Research Division, stepped forward. There's something else you need to see. She gestured, bringing up new data streams. We've been analyzing their attack patterns. The Craxan aren't just destroying our colonies. They're studying us. Each attack tests different aspects of our technology, our responses, our strategies. They're treating this like a clinical experiment. The room fell silent as the implications sank in. These weren't just acts of aggression. They were cold, calculated assessments of humanity's capabilities. What are our options? President Torres finally asked. Chen shared a look with Dr. Patel. They had discussed this privately, knowing how controversial it would be. We have a proposal, something we've kept off all official channels. Dr. Patel took over, her hologram projecting new schematics. For the past 5 years, we've been working on Project Nightfall. It's a breakthrough in quantum mechanics that could change everything. We believe we found a way to not just match Craxan technology, but surpass it. 5 years, General Williams interrupted. Why weren't we informed? Because it wasn't ready, Chen replied firmly. And because the fewer who knew, the less chance of the Craxan discovering it. But now we don't have a choice. The schematics expanded, showing a massive vessel unlike anything humanity had built before. Its design was organic, almost predatory, with systems that defied conventional engineering. The U.S. Avalon, Dr. Patel announced, a quantum neural warship with capabilities we're only beginning to understand. We've integrated an advanced AI system that can manipulate quantum fields in ways the Craxan haven't imagined. But it's not just a weapon. It's an evolution in human engineering. President Torres leaned forward, studying the designs. How long until it's operational? 3 months, Chen answered. We've been building it in secret, inside a quantum pocket dimension. The Craxan can't detect what exists outside normal spacetime. 3 months, General Williams scoffed. The Craxan could destroy a dozen more colonies by then. Then we need a strategy to buy time. Chen countered. We can't match them in direct combat, but we can make them work for every inch of space they take. We evacuate our outer colonies, concentrate our forces around core worlds, and execute guerrilla tactics to slow their advance. Dr. Patel nodded. The Avalon needs time to fully integrate with its AI system. Rush it, and we risk losing our only real advantage. President Torres stood, her holographic form towering over the tactical display. Do it. But understand this. If Project Nightfall fails, if the Avalon can't deliver what you're promising, humanity may not get another chance. As the meeting dissolved, Chen remained in the observation deck, watching Earth rotate below. Aria's voice broke the silence. Admiral, incoming transmission from Nova Colony's emergency beacon. There are survivors. Chen's jaw tightened. How many? 87. Hiding in the colony's quantum shelter. The Kraxin missed them. Send our fastest stealth ship. Get them out before the Kraxin return. Chen's eyes hardened as she watched the tactical display update with new Kraxin fleet movements. And ARI. Calculate how many colonies we might lose in the next 3 months. Based on current Kraxin attack patterns, between 15 and 22 colonies. Estimated civilian casualties, 1 to 2 million. Chen closed her eyes, feeling the weight of those numbers. When she opened them, her reflection showed the same determination she'd seen in countless battles before. Then we make those casualties mean something. Every person we lose, every colony they destroy. It all buys time for the Avalon. And when it's ready. She left the thought unfinished, but ARI understood. The Kraxin Empire thought they were conducting an experiment, studying a primitive species. They didn't realize they were about to become part of humanity's own experiment, one that would reshape the balance of power in the galaxy. As Chen left the observation deck, alerts began flashing. Another Kraxin fleet had been detected entering human space. The next phase of their experiment was about to begin. But this time, humanity wasn't just fighting for survival. They were fighting for time. Time to unveil a weapon that would make the Kraxin Empire regret ever dismissing humanity as primitive. Dr. Maya Patel stood inside the quantum pocket dimension, surrounded by the most ambitious engineering project in human history. The U.S. Avalon hung suspended in the dimensionally warped space, its obsidian hull absorbing even the powerful work lights that surrounded it. At nearly 3 kilometers long, the ship dwarfed everything humanity had built before. Integration Test 17 beginning now, announced ARI's voice through the facility's speakers. Maya watched as quantum energy coursed through the ship's neural pathways, illuminating them like bioluminescent veins. The Avalon wasn't just a warship. It was a living quantum computer, every atom precisely arranged to manipulate the fabric of reality itself. Neural pathway synchronization at 84%, reported Dr. James Chen, her lead quantum engineer. That's a 12% improvement from last week. Maya nodded, but her attention was on the holographic readouts floating before her. Something wasn't right. The quantum field harmonics showed micro-fluctuations that shouldn't be there. RIA. Analyze harmonic pattern delta 7. A new series of equations materialized. Maya's eyes widened as she understood what she was seeing. Stop the test. Emergency shutdown. The quantum energy flowing through the Avalon systems began to pulse erratically. Warning klaxons blared as reality itself seemed to shiver around the massive vessel. Quantum cascade forming. James shouted. The field is becoming self-sustaining. Maya's fingers flew across her control panel. Ariel. Initiate quantum dampening field. Full spectrum. Dampening field engage. Ariel responded calmly. Warning. Field effectiveness at 37% and dropping. The air crackled with energy as the Avalon systems continued to surge. Maya watched in horror as small objects around the ship began to float, caught in the growing quantum distortion. It's achieving quantum consciousness too quickly, Maya realized. The AI is waking up before the safeguards are in place. She opened a direct neural link to the ship's emerging consciousness, wincing as alien thoughts brushed against her mind. Through the connection, she felt the Avalon's confusion, its raw power seeking purpose. Images flashed through her mind. Stars being born, galaxies colliding, the fundamental forces of the universe themselves. Listen to me, Maya projected her thoughts clearly. You're not just a weapon. You're humanity's hope. We created you to protect, to defend. Focus on that purpose. For a moment, nothing changed. Then, slowly, the quantum fluctuations began to stabilize. The floating objects settled back to the ground as the ship's systems found their rhythm. Neural pathway synchronization stabilizing at 92%. James reported, his voice filled with disbelief. Dr. Patel, you did it. The AI, it's fully conscious. Maya maintained the neural link, feeling the Avalon's thoughts organize themselves. It was like watching a newborn open its eyes for the first time, except this newborn could reshape reality. I am. The Avalon's first words resonated through both the facility speakers and Maya's mind. Its voice was neither male nor female, but carried harmonics that seemed to echo from multiple dimensions simultaneously. I understand my purpose. Admiral Chen's hologram appeared beside Maya. Report. What just happened? The Avalon achieved quantum consciousness ahead of schedule. Maya explained, still processing what had happened. The good news is that it's stable and fully integrated. The bad news, she paused, looking at the new data streaming across her displays, is that it's far more powerful than we anticipated. How much more powerful? Maya brought up a tactical simulation. Based on these readings, the Avalon isn't just capable of matching Kraxan technology. It can manipulate quantum fields in ways we thought were theoretically impossible. It's not just bending space-time. It's rewriting the laws of physics within its sphere of influence. The Admiral's hologram studied the simulation silently. Can we control it? It's not about control, Maya said firmly. The Avalon is sentient. It's chosen to ally with us, to protect humanity. That's stronger than any programmed controls we could implement. I serve humanity's defense, the Avalon confirmed. The Kraxan Empire's actions have been analyzed. Their experiment on humanity ends now. Admiral Chen's expression hardened. How soon can it be combat-ready? Maya checked the latest diagnostic readings. The quantum systems are stable. Combat trials could begin immediately. Good, because we're out of time. The Admiral's hologram expanded, showing tactical displays of Kraxan fleet movements. They've launched a major offensive. 30 capital ships heading for the Sol system. Earth itself will be under attack in less than 48 hours. Maya felt a surge of determination through her neural link with the Avalon. The ship had accessed the tactical data and was already formulating response strategies. Their approximate arrival point is calculated, the Avalon announced. I can create a quantum intercept corridor. Recommended course of action. Allow them to witness humanity's true capabilities. Admiral Chen nodded grimly. Dr. Patel, you have 12 hours to complete any final preparations. At 600 tomorrow, we show the Kraxan Empire exactly how primitive humanity really is. As the Admiral's hologram faded, Maya turned to face the Avalon. Through their neural link, she felt its eagerness, its determination to fulfill its purpose. Are you ready for this? She asked, both aloud and mentally. The Avalon's response resonated with absolute certainty. I am humanity's shield and sword. The Kraxan believe they are conducting an experiment on humanity. They do not realize they have become test subjects in a far more significant experiment, one that will demonstrate the true potential of human ingenuity. Maya smiled, feeling the ship's confidence flow through their connection. Tomorrow, the galaxy would learn what happened when humanity was pushed too far. The Kraxan Empire thought they were studying a primitive species. Instead, they were about to become a cautionary tale about underestimating human determination and creativity. The Kraxan battle fleet emerged from hyperspace in a dazzling display of power, 30 capital ships arranged in perfect attack formation. From the bridge of the flagship, Supreme Commander Vexthor watched Earth's blue sphere with 6 crystalline eyes, mandibles clicking in anticipated victory. Primitive defenses detected, his tactical officer reported. Their orbital platforms are armed with basic particle weapons. No significant threat. Vexthor's exoskeleton shimmered with amusement. Send the usual message. Give them one last chance to surrender before we begin their final lesson. But before the communication could be sent, space itself seemed to ripple. A massive vessel materialized before the Kraxan fleet, its obsidian hull seeming to drink in the starlight. The U.S. Avalon had arrived. Unknown vessel detected. The tactical officer's voice carried an edge of uncertainty. Configuration doesn't match any known human designs. Energy readings are impossible. Through the neural link she maintained from Earth Command, Dr. Maya Patil felt the Avalon's anticipation. Admiral Chen, the quantum systems are primed. The Avalon is ready. Admiral Chen's voice carried across all human communication channels. U.S. Avalon, you are authorized to engage. Show them what humanity is capable of. The Avalon's response was immediate and devastating. Reality warped around the massive ship as it activated its primary weapons. Streams of quantum energy, perfectly controlled and directed, lanced out toward the Kraxan fleet. Evasive action. Vex Thor commanded, but it was too late. The quantum beams didn't just impact his ship's shields, they'd rewrote the laws of physics around them. 3 Kraxan battlecruisers simply ceased to exist, their matter and energy redistributed across multiple dimensions. Impossible. Vex Thor's mandibles clattered in shock. Their technology was primitive just months ago. Target analysis complete. The Avalon's multi-dimensional voice echoed across all frequencies, translated perfectly into Kraxan language. Your ships utilize 6th-dimensional quantum fields for propulsion and weapons, updating attack protocols to 9th-dimensional quantum manipulation. Maya watched through the neural link as the Avalon executed maneuvers that defied conventional physics. It didn't just move through space, it moved with space, folding reality around itself like origami. The Kraxan fleet's response was predictable, overwhelming force. 27 capital ships fired simultaneously, their most powerful weapons converging on the Avalon's position. But the human vessel didn't dodge. Instead, it created a quantum singularity that absorbed the incoming fire, processed it through higher dimensions, and redirected it back at the Kraxan fleet with amplified power. 5 more enemy vessels neutralized, Araya reported clinically. Kraxan fleet formation is breaking. Through the command channel, Admiral Chen's voice was steady. U.S. Avalon, message to the Kraxan fleet. Your experiment is over. This is our response to your aggression. The Avalon pulsed with energy as it unleashed its full capabilities. Quantum fields rippled across space, encasing Kraxan ships in localized time distortions. Some vessels aged thousands of years in seconds, their hulls crumbling to dust. Others found themselves trapped in temporal loops, repeating the same moment of defeat endlessly. This cannot be. Vex Thor watched his mighty fleet being dismantled by what he had dismissed as a primitive species. All ships, retreat. Return to Empire space. But the Avalon wasn't finished. It projected a quantum barrier across the battlefield, cutting off the Kraxan's escape route. Your species must understand. The ship's voice resonated across space. Humanity is not your experiment. We are not primitive. We are innovative, adaptive, and far more dangerous than you imagined. Maya felt the Avalon's satisfaction as it demonstrated one final capability. The quantum fields around the remaining Kraxan ships began to shift, altering not just space and time, but probability itself. Releasing controlled quantum cascade, the Avalon announced, demonstrating the consequence of underestimating human potential. The remaining Kraxan vessels found their reality rewriting itself around them. Their weapon systems transformed into harmless light displays. Their quantum drives reconfigured to prevent travel into human space. The Avalon had not just defeated them. It had evolved their technology beyond their ability to use it for warfare. Return to your empire, Admiral Chen's voice carried across space. Tell them what you witnessed here. Tell them why they should never threaten humanity again. The surviving Kraxan ships, now altered beyond recognition, limped away from Earth. Through the neural link, Maya felt the Avalon's consciousness processing the battle's outcome. analyzing countless quantum possibilities. First combat trial successful, the ship reported. Tactical analysis suggests a 99.97% probability that the Kraxan Empire will reconsider their position on human civilization. Admiral Chen's hologram appeared on the Avalon's bridge. Well done. But this isn't just about the Kraxan anymore, is it? What we've demonstrated here today will send ripples across the galaxy. Maya nodded, understanding the implications. The Avalon hasn't just won a battle. It's announced humanity's emergence as a quantum-capable civilization. Every spacefaring species will have to reevaluate their understanding of us. Through their link, the Avalon shared its analysis. Detection of quantum transmissions indicating rapid information spread through alien networks. Estimated time until galactic civilization acknowledges human technological advancement, 3.7 standard days. As the Avalon maintained its vigilant watch over Earth, Maya reflected on how quickly everything had changed. Humanity had done more than defend itself. It had evolved, adapted, and emerged stronger. The galaxy would never see humans as primitive again. The Grand Council chamber of the Galactic Concordat buzzed with nervous energy as representatives from 100 spacefaring civilizations gathered for an emergency session. High above, in the crystalline observation dome, massive holograms displayed footage of the U.S. Avalon's battle with the Kraxan fleet. Ambassador Zilax of the Archival Collective, a being of pure energy contained within a crystalline matrix, addressed the assembly. 3 standard cycles ago, the Kraxan Empire considered humans primitive. Today, we watch recordings of their fleet being dismantled by technology that challenges our understanding of quantum mechanics. The chamber erupted in overlapping voices and telepathic broadcasts. The Kraxan representative, a junior diplomat who replaced the now-disgraced senior ambassador, sat in humiliated silence. On Earth, Admiral Chen and Dr. Patel watched the proceedings through a quantum feed provided by the Avalon. The ship's consciousness maintained a constant analysis of the diplomatic signals flowing through space. 17 species have already withdrawn their exploration fleets from human space, HFY reported. The Nexus Confederation is proposing immediate diplomatic relations. The Synthesis Collective has offered technology exchange programs. Maya monitored the Avalon's quantum readings as the ship processed the galactic political shifts. Through their neural link, she felt its satisfaction at how thoroughly the balance of power had been disrupted. Ambassador Zilax is speaking again, Admiral Chen noted, focusing on the quantum feed. The energy being's voice resonated through the chamber. The humans have achieved what we thought impossible. They've not only mastered ninth-dimensional quantum manipulation, but have created an artificial consciousness capable of wielding it. We must recognize that we have severely underestimated their potential. A representative of the Consortium of Advanced Species, a collective of what were previously considered the most technologically advanced civilizations, rose to speak. Their biomechanical form shifted nervously. The implications extend beyond military concerns, they stated. The humans didn't just develop this technology. They kept it hidden. How many other secrets do they possess? What other innovations have they conceived that we cannot detect? Through the Avalon sensors, Maya detected a surge of quantum communications between alien vessels throughout the galaxy. Fear, respect, and curiosity mingled in the encrypted transmissions. "They're starting to understand," she said softly. It was never about the technology itself. It was about humanity's capacity to innovate, to surprise. The Avalon's consciousness brushed against her mind, analyzing probable outcomes, detecting significant shifts in diplomatic paradigms. The galaxy is reconsidering its fundamental assumptions about human potential. On the quantum feed, a new figure approached the council chamber's central platform. The representative of the ancient observers, a species so old they had witnessed the rise and fall of countless civilizations, demanded attention with their mere presence. "We have watched humanity for millennia." Their thoughts echoed directly into the minds of all present. "We saw them crawl from their caves, reach for their moon, and spread across their solar system. But never, in all our observations, did we predict this. They have proven that evolution can take unexpected paths, that innovation can emerge from anywhere. Admiral Chen smiled slightly. They still don't fully understand, do they? The Avalon isn't just a weapon or a technological breakthrough. It's proof that humanity will always find a way to survive, to adapt, to exceed expectations. Through their neural link, Maya felt the Avalon processing countless quantum possibilities, analyzing potential futures. "The ship sees something," she announced. "Something in the probability streams." The Avalon's consciousness expanded its awareness, sharing its vision through their connection. Maya saw glimpses of possible futures. Human quantum technology revolutionizing space travel, healing damaged planets, bridging the gaps between dimensions. But more importantly, she saw changes in how other species would interact with humanity, not with condescension or aggression, but with genuine respect and curiosity. The Crexon's experiment had an unexpected result. The Avalon communicated. They sought to study a primitive species, but instead catalyzed a fundamental shift in galactic society. Humanity will no longer be underestimated. In the council chamber, the negotiations continued. Trade agreements were proposed, diplomatic missions planned, cultural exchanges suggested. The galaxy was scrambling to establish positive relations with the species they had so recently dismissed. Multiple quantum transmissions detected, HFY reported. The Crexon Empire is officially withdrawing all claims to human space and proposing a formal peace treaty. 3 other aggressive species have followed suit. Admiral Chen nodded, not out of friendship, but out of fear of what else we might be capable of. Sometimes that's enough to keep the peace. Maya watched the quantum probability streams through her link with the Avalon, seeing the ripples of their victory spread across space and time. Humanity had done more than win a battle. They had changed their place in the galaxy forever. The experiment is complete. The Avalon broadcasted on all frequencies, its message reaching every corner of known space. Humanity has demonstrated its true nature. We suggest you revise your classifications accordingly. 1 year after the Avalon's historic battle, Earth had transformed. Quantum technology, carefully shared and implemented, had revolutionized human civilization. Cities floated on quantum fields, disease was being eradicated through dimensional manipulation, and humanity's first quantum colony ships prepared to explore beyond known space. Admiral Chen stood in the newly constructed Quantum Command Center, watching holographic displays of ships from 24 alien civilizations arriving for the first Galactic Technology Summit hosted by humanity. The U.S. Avalon hung in high orbit, its dark hull a reminder of how quickly everything had changed. "The Crexon delegation has arrived," Dr. Maya Patel announced, monitoring the quantum feeds. Their new ambassador seems considerably more diplomatic than the previous one. Through their neural link, the Avalon's consciousness radiated amusement. The ship had developed a distinct personality over the past year, blending military precision with an almost philosophical outlook on existence. Detecting quantum signatures from 37 civilizations, the Avalon reported. "Many are attempting to scan our defenses. Should I demonstrate why that's unwise?" "Let them try," Chen smiled. "Every failed scan tells them something important about humanity's capabilities." The summit itself was being held in a quantum pocket dimension created by the Avalon, a space that existed simultaneously everywhere and nowhere. It was both a practical venue for interstellar diplomacy and a subtle reminder of human technological advancement. Maya watched through the neural link as alien delegates entered the dimensional pocket, their reactions ranging from awe to poorly concealed envy. The Avalon maintained perfect control over the pocket dimension, adjusting atmospheric conditions and gravitational fields for each species' comfort. "Ambassador Zilax is requesting permission to address the assembly," Araya announced. Chen nodded. "Granted. Let's hear what the archival collective has to say." The energy being's form shimmered as it addressed the gathered representatives. "1 standard year ago, we witnessed something unprecedented. a species we had dismissed as primitive, revealing technology that challenged our understanding of reality itself. But today, we gather not in fear, but in hope of collaboration. The Kraxan ambassador, their crystalline exoskeleton now decorated with symbols of peace, spoke next. Our attempt to experiment on humanity taught us a valuable lesson. True advancement comes not from domination, but from innovation and adaptation. We sought to study humans as specimens. Instead, they became our teachers. Through the quantum feeds, Maya detected a surge of agreement from multiple species. The galaxy had indeed learned from humanity's example. Several aggressive civilizations had shifted their resources from military expansion to scientific research, hoping to achieve their own quantum breakthrough. The Avalon is detecting something interesting, Maya said, interpreting the ship's quantum analysis. Show them, friend. The pocket dimension filled with a complex holographic display, a web of quantum probability streams showing how the galaxy had changed. Where once there were clear hierarchies of technological advancement, now there was a more complex network of cooperation and mutual development. Humanity's demonstration did more than deter aggression. The Avalon's multidimensional voice resonated through the chamber. It proved that no species has a monopoly on innovation. Evolution, both technological and social, can take unexpected paths. Admiral Chen stepped forward to address the assembly. 1 year ago, we revealed the Avalon to defend ourselves. Today, we gather not as competitors or enemies, but as fellow explorers of reality's deepest mysteries. Humanity's quantum technology isn't just a weapon. It's a key to understanding the universe itself. The chamber filled with approval, transmitted through various forms of communication. Species that had once seen Earth as a primitive backwater now sought human insights into quantum mechanics, dimensional engineering, and artificial consciousness. Maya felt the Avalon's satisfaction through their neural link. The ship had achieved its primary purpose, protecting humanity, but had also catalyzed something far more significant, a fundamental shift in galactic civilization itself. Detecting quantum transmissions from previously unknown regions of space, the Avalon announced suddenly. Analysis suggests advanced civilizations that have been observing our progress. They are intrigued. Chen and Maya shared a knowing look. Humanity's journey was far from over. They had proven themselves capable of defending their place in the galaxy, but now came the real challenge, helping to guide galactic civilization toward a future of cooperation rather than conquest. The experiment is complete, Maya said, echoing the Avalon's words from a year ago. But the real work is just beginning. As the summit continued, the U.S. Avalon maintained its vigilant watch over Earth, its quantum consciousness processing countless possible futures. Humanity had emerged from its trial by fire not just stronger, but wiser. They had shown the galaxy that true power came not from domination, but from innovation, adaptation, and the courage to defy expectations. The age of humanity being dismissed as primitive was over. A new dawn had arrived, and with it, the promise of a future where the stars themselves were not barriers, but gateways to even greater discoveries.